McSorley's got to get out of there, and the ball is across the goal line. He got sacked right near that goal line.
Wormley is a player that has been coming better and better every single week. He's due for a breakout game.
McSorley straight back to throw, getting pressure, gets out of the pocket, and he's sacked. Wormley at it again.
The Michigan Wolverines tied for first in the nation with 17 sacks this year, and the guy who's leading the way for them individually, defensive end and team co-captain Chris Wormley, who joins us now on Big Ten Football and Beyond from our studio in Ann Arbor. Chris, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us. As I mentioned, you're a co-captain of this team, one of the team leaders. So as you look around at your teammates, 4-0 to this point, what's impressed you the most about this group?
Just how we come together as a team. There's not really one superstar on the team. You know, I think last week we had 4 running backs that have scored a touchdown. Guys on the defense, each and every week there's someone else that's stepping up and making, you know, huge plays on the defensive line, in the backfield, in the secondary. So that's what's impressed me the most, is just how we've come together as a team and making plays as everyone is making plays.
What did it mean to you to be elected by that group as one of the co-captains along with Jake Butt?
Yeah, being alongside Jake Butt as a captain is an incredible honor. You know, it's probably the highest honor in all of team sports, having the trust of your teammates each and every week on Saturdays, and also off the field to show and to lead, you know, the University of Michigan football team.
You mentioned leading. What's your leadership style?
I'm more of a lead-by-example guy, but as being a captain, you've got to be more vocal, and that's one of the things that I'm working on this year, is being a more vocal leader and step up to the plate when teammates need me the most.
It was 1 year ago today, Chris, that Michigan cracked the top 25 for the first time under Jim Harbaugh and kind of sent the message to the nation that the resurgence of Michigan football has begun. What's it been like to be around this group now over the last year or so and bring Michigan back into a preeminent spot in college football?
It's incredible. Being with these guys each and every day, working as hard as possible to be the best team in the nation is pretty special. You know, cracking that top 25 last year was a special moment for all of us, and now we're in the top 5 this year. It's pretty special.
The defense has been great to this point. As you look at Wisconsin on tape, a team that also comes in on quite a roll, what have you seen preparing for this one?
Wisconsin always has a big physical offensive line, and that's how it is this year. They have great running backs. They play great team offense. Got to stop the run first and foremost. That's Coach Brown's. One of Coach Brown's biggest thing is to stop that run. Once we get them to be a one-dimensional team, we can just focus on the pass.
You talked about Coach Brown, the new defensive coordinator, Don Brown, of course. What is the style of play been like for you in terms of the switch from last season from DJ Durkin? What have you liked the most about Coach Brown's defense?
Yeah, one of Coach Brown's mottos is solve your problems with aggression. And as a defensive lineman, as a defensive player, you love that mentality. You love that physicalness. You love that attacking style of the defense. So just being aggressive, flying around and having fun is what Coach Brown's all about.
Speaking of aggressive, we have all been incredibly impressed by Jabril Peppers and his athleticism. Is there a moment that you've had around Jabril, whether it be in a game or in practice, where you've just kind of sat back and marveled and said, whoa? Yeah,
Jabril's a special player. He's probably one of a kind. He always says that he's a 260-pound defensive lineman when he comes down in the box, which is pretty funny. But he, just each and every week on Saturdays, he's out there throwing his body into big hits. I think we have this an award each week. It's called the Big Hit of the Week, and he's gotten it all 4 weeks. He's just a fast, aggressive player that loves to hit and play football.
How about Rashawn Gary? How does he compare to other freshmen that you've been around?
By far the most impressive one that I've seen. He's big, fast, physical. If it wasn't for me, he'd definitely be starting. You know, he's gotten tackles for losses. He's made impacts in the games already as a freshman, only playing 4 games. I'm just excited to see what he can do the rest of the season in the Big Ten season.
There's such a fascination nationally with Jim Harbaugh. We've talked about your leadership style. What have you learned about leadership from Coach Harbaugh?
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh is an interesting man. He doesn't care what other people think. He's for the team. He's for his players, and he'll do whatever it takes to win. And I think Jake Butt and I both have learned a lot of that type of style of doing whatever it takes to win, helping out each other, and being there for your team.
Chris Wormley, star defensive lineman for the Wolverines. Thanks a lot for your time, and best of luck this weekend against the Badgers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.